Your grandma's having an affair with a bisexual banana. America, home of the English language, but not necessarily the originator of the English language. And today, we're going to take a deep dive into not only where it came from, but the evolution of it. So, let's get into it. English was not a language that originated from America. It actually predated America almost 2 centuries, being created in the 15th century while America was created in 1776. Now, the creation of Old English were actually tribes that came from Great Britain and migrated elsewhere. This was during the 15th century. They were the Angles, the Saxons, and the Jews. All their combined dialects are what created Old English. Now, Old English, as we know, it was the combined dialect of all these Germanic tribes, and it was created in the 15th century. It's pretty old news. It's the oldest form of English that we have to predate. Now, Old English is by far the oldest version of English that we have. It is the, as I said, combined dialect of all these Germanic tribes that migrated from Great Britain to wherever they went in the 15th century. That nigga ass at basketball. Now, Middle English was actually the direct result of a conquest, specifically the Norman conquest in the year 1066. Due to French being integrated into the language of English, not only were new vocabulary added, but even different grammatical sentences structures were also added into the language as well. Modern English is the most commonly used version of the language. It focuses more on the spelling and the stabilization of the grammar within the language. And it is the most commonly used version of the language worldwide. So I guess we all really like our fathers. Now, with all that being said, the origin of slang is scuffed at best. However, a man by the name of Walter William Skeet would give us the most commonly used origin point of the word slang to this date. Now, these two words on the screen are on the screen for one simple reason, because I can't fucking pronounce them. But one word is of Icelandic like origin from their language, and the other word is from a Norwegian verb. I could do that a million times, and I probably still like mess up somewhere along the line with Norwegian. Okay, so you're gonna have to take that what it is. Now, the Icelandic version of it means to sling, which isn't is okay. Like it doesn't have the pizzazz that I hope so, but the Norwegian one, right? It translates to and let me make sure I'm getting this correct. It means to sling the jaw. And while as erotic as that sounds, I'm gonna need you to stay locked in, twin, because we got a little more to learn. Now, while Walter was the one who tried to discover the origin of the word slang, the term of the word slang was actually recognized by a man named Francisco Gross. He was the first person to recognize the word in 1785. Now, Francisco defined the word slang as cant or vulgar language. Now, if you didn't know what cant means, don't feel bad because I didn't either. But I'm here to educate you. Cant just means the disuse of a word, the use of a word to confuse other people, to deceive other people. That's essentially what cant means. Before slang was known as, well, slang, it was previously known as thieves' cant back in the 1600s. And this was due to the fact that the only people who used such slang were thieves, tramps, criminals, and vagabonds. The miscreants of any given society. And for a long time, slang was looked at by most people as low or disreputable for any person who used the terms. But by the time of the 19th century, slang was no longer looked as a low form of vocabulary. And in fact, it became a more crucial part of vocabulary, or I feel like crucial is a bit of a strong word. It became a more used part of vocabulary in everyone's day-to-day lives. Now, when it comes to creating the slang, there are really only two ways to go about it. The first way is just taking a word that already exists and just misusing it. Example, chill or knitter.
Fuchsia! Oh. He's a knitter! No!
The second way, however, to create a slang is to take the combination of multiple different words and just put them together, right? And then you get a new slang, like shut your bitch ass up or start digging in your butt, twin, which are newer forms of slang that have recently come out, but they do the job for an example. Now we're at the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you actually fucking learned something, you fucking dumb cunt. And until next time, peace.